Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's Fiery Mode, and I'm here to do the weekend vibe reading. Apologize for my voice right now, but I was already feeling some throat chakra energy. I don't know what's going on with the throat chakra, but it seems to be, one of the most prominent chakras, going on, for at least this year. And, that's in regards to, speaking your truth. It also helps with, aligning with your truth by speaking your truth. I know when I woke up this morning, I automatically just seen the Eight of Wands. I even, can feel that energy, whether it's, communication coming in, going out. It has, the Eight of Wands also has, to do with travel. So some of you guys, could be traveling. But what I'm feeling more of is like, I don't even know like how to really explain it, but it just feels like there's a lot of communication going on, a lot of talking. Whether that's you or, just the energy, which I'm feeling is just the energy kind of like forcing people to, speak what they mean, speak their truth. So, could be, a lot of throat chakra activations going on. A lot of you could be working on your throat chakra. Just take that how it resonates. But we're going to see what's coming in for this weekend. You guys know we had the full moon on the 20th, so that energy is still around. So, let's see what's going on. I'm going to be starting with the wisdom of the oracle just to get an overall energy for this weekend, but we're going to see what messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, acceptance, and understanding needs to come through for the collective. You guys know the energy is vice versa or interchangeable, and that time is fluid. So let's jump right in and see what's going on. We also had Mercury go direct, and that's going direct in Libra, or it went direct in Libra this week. We had Jupiter go direct. Today the sun is moving into Scorpio, and of course I'm not surprised to see the regeneration at the bottom, which is like that, the death card in tarot. But it almost feels like what I feel like I just heard, like resurgence, like a rebirth energy, things being transformed. And it could be definitely in regards to communication, because I can, I've never even noticed it, but in this card we have, the tree sprouting out, from up underneath here, but there are blue flowers and the blue energy on, this tree, which is telling me, blue represents the throat chakra. And some of you are, especially, look at this, with deep knowing, and then truth be told, there's that, that truth with truth be told. And then the deep knowing is giving me a card of like, intuition. It's almost giving me High Priestess vibes. But let's see, we got, like, to me, an equivalent to the tarot. This is the Justice card, the High Priestess, and the Death card. So there is some type of transformation that may be going on for you in regards to, some type of truth, whether that's communication, communicating the truth to someone communicating the truth to you. But it's, it's all in the energy of, some of you are being intuitively guided to do this. And it is, a major change for some of you, because, you may be someone who never really communicated how they feel spoke your truth. But especially I'm getting feelings off of this deep knowing card. It's letting me know that for some of you, this truth that you may be communicating or someone may be communicating to you is in regards to how they feel. And it's just energy. It doesn't have to be in a relationship or anything of that sort. But the Justice card does represent, partnerships. It does represent, how we relate to each other. And of course, with that being here, we have co-create. So again, just confirmation of how we, work to collaborate with each other. Whether you're co-creating with, people in your environment, but also, with spirit. And there's almost like that is what is being, transformed. So let's see what actually comes out. Because I feel like a lot of communication or truth is like being repressed right now. I feel like I have a ball just sitting here in the bottom of my throat, and I feel like it's trying to, come out. Well, let's see, what messages do we need in regards to the weekend? Give me one more. Look at this. All right, so what actually came out was community, and then by the book. So what this is making me feel is like this could be going on, within, a community, a group of people, whether it's work, family, friendships, but it's making me feel like there's some type of clash, honestly, especially with coming out with by the book. Because for some of you, how can I put it? Maybe, experiencing like the way or your truth is in conflict with those that are around you. Because if you see like both of these energies, to me feels like they're, coming head on with each other. But it's also, giving me an energy of like, for some of you needing to know that your truth, it may not align with, certain people, places, and things, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't, still follow it as well. Some of you are, maybe even in the energy of feeling like you have to confront those around you. But I also get the energy of feeling like, regardless of what, people, places, and things may be saying and doing around you, you have to, like, especially with these elephants here, it's like march to the beat of your own drum. It's like almost necessary, and it's being, guided. We have higher power at the bottom. For some of you, your intuition is pushing you to do this, to, it almost makes me feel like confront an energy or, people, places, and things by way of, like I know it sounds repetitive, but it's almost like by way of truth. Or maybe sometimes, or not sometimes, but some of you have been, trying to do things by the book, but it's causing you to clash with, those around you. So it's almost like for some of you, you're being guided to do something different. You're telling me to get one more. Give me one more, please. Let's see. Give me one more. In regards to this energy for the weekend. Yeah. We got flexible. So with this coming on, and look at this. This is crazy. This is an 8 card, and this is and 11 card, and 8 and 11 is 19. Which is this flexible card. So some of you, you know, you've been trying to like, it almost gives me an energy of like satisfying your truth, but also the truth of others, where it's kind of like, how can I put it? Like you've just been trying to like, almost an energy of like keep everybody happy, but it's almost time for you to, you know, get solidified and, you know, stand tall in what your truth is for you. And it may feel like, you know, you're falling out of alignment with some people, places, or things, but it's almost like you have to like it. I really hate to say it this way, but to pick a side, because with between worlds here, you're in the middle. You're in the middle. But let's see what comes out. What messages do we need for this weekend as it continues to get collected in this energy? What messages do we need? And this is the Halloween Tarot. So let's see, what messages do we need? Alright, so bottom of the deck we have the Four of Pentacles. It's the Four of Pumpkins in this deck, but it's the Four of Pentacles. And what that's making me feel like is like, I said, it's just making me feel like you've been trying to, you know, hold on to a certain way of doing things, or, you know, trying to keep things, you know, moving or in balance, because this flexible is really feeling like the Two of Pentacles here. It's like, you know, trying to, you know, make things work. But with this Four of Pentacles here, he's, you know, holding on to, you know, basically the Ace of Pentacles and going towards, you know, like a new beginning with the Ace of Wands up under that. And what this is telling me is like, it's time for you to like, I just heard like, let sleeping dogs lie, but it's also time for you to go after what, you know, inspires you, what excites you. And for some of you, it could be another person. But what I'm feeling like, this is you, like wanting to forge ahead, to like almost honor yourself as this Queen of Pentacles. And for some of you are holding yourself back from going after a person, place, or thing. Or, you know, you're holding back from honoring yourself. And almost like in a need to like, you know, just keep the peace with this Four of Swords. But with the Three of Pentacles, or the Three of Wands here, it just makes me feel like For some of you, you've been waiting. You've been waiting to like almost, like the best way I can explain it is you see how these two have, you know, wands that are in the same. It's like you're trying to like almost fit in an environment or a relationship where you're not, you know, meant to fit in. Like, you're here to like forge your own path. But let's see. What messages do we need? Dang, what is this? What messages do we need? It's too many. I need less cards, please. Yeesh. Alright, so what we have out is the Seven of Swords with the King of Pentacles and the Three of Cups. Then we have the Ten of Wands and the Two of Wands, which is, you know, the 10 to the 2 is that Eight of Wands energy that I was feeling. With the Four of Pentacles. And then we have the Ten of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, we have the Tower with the King of Wands and the Six of Swords. Or Six of Wands, excuse me. So what this is making me feel like is like, whether it's this weekend, whether you've had this already, or whether, you know, this is energy that is to come for you, there is almost like a tower moment, whether that's an epiphany, you know, a realization, whatever it is. And it seems to me like it's coming, you know, by way of a masculine energy who's trying to like figure out how to take some type of action to move forward with the Six of Wands. Because the King of Wands is an energy that, you know, goes after what they want. It doesn't have to be a male, whether male or female. But just the energy of the King of Wands is someone who, you know, is determined, is passionate, and, you know, goes after what they want. They're action oriented. They're driven by, you know, almost like an internal fire or passion. And it's like this masculine energy has had or will be having like some type of epiphany on how to move forward towards, you know, their happiness. With the Ten of Cups here. But it's almost like coming out under the community card with the Seven of Swords, which I'll clarify, is like this masculine energy again. And this King of Pentacles energy, they're like almost, it's almost an energy of like being rooted and grounded in, you know, the Three of Cups energy, which, you know, is a communal card. So it's making me feel like there is either some, you know, some type of deception going on in this masculine surroundings, but it's almost like they don't know, especially with the Three of Cups, like they're not even really, like this King of Pentacles has his eyes closed, but it's like he's not realizing like either the deception that is going on around him or her, but it is like it's like stuck in being comfortable in this energy. And trying to, you know, do things the right way and like keep all parties satisfied. It's a burden that they're trying to like get away from, because like I said, the 10 to the 8 of Wands is, or the 10 to the 2 is the 8 of Wands. So they're trying to move forward, but it's almost like it's giving me the energy of every time they try to take, you know, one step forward, you get pushed 10 steps back. But the cards are saying like you have to like move out of this energy of like almost being, you know, trying to keep everybody happy. And again, with this Four of Pentacles, it's like you have to, you know, do what's right for you. Like, honestly, is the only way that I can explain it. And I've never felt that. But for some of, you know, for some of you, this energy could be like, how can I explain it? Like, being done like in a way to like protect yourself. And there's, you know, nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But by you trying to like hold on to all of this as the 10 of Wands, it's like almost like physically and energetically depleting you. Because from the 4 to the 9 of Pentacles is the 5 of Pentacles. It's like this energy is coming like from a place of lack. It's coming from like a lack mindset, a lack mentality. But it's like this is the only way this king, or, you know, this masculine energy knows how to, you know, relate and come together with other people. But it's almost like there's an ending to this flexible energy with the 10 of Swords. And you know, stepping into this 9 of Pentacles energy. It's almost like an energy of like you, like I said, honoring yourself, but also an energy of standing in your own independence and your own truth, honoring your own values. This is, you know, this Poise card. This 9 of Pentacles is, you know, an energy of, you know, like I said, independence, self-sufficiency, confidence, but it's also an energy of standing your ground, which was what I felt initially. But we're gonna see, because for some of you, this 9 of Pentacles could be another person who, you know, you may have felt, you know, left you out in the cold. Because you're so like focused on maintaining this energy in whatever situation or circumstance you're in, this person like almost, you know, they could have, you know, put an ending, or like there could have been a separation between you and them. However, you know, this resonates for you. If it's another person, if not, you know, take it how it resonates for you. But they could have, you know, separated from you. Let's see, what's the 7 of Swords? What's the 7 of Swords? Because the Seven of Swords could like be what I said. It could be some type of manipulation, you know, things going on behind the scenes. But it can also be, you know, like a self-sabotaging energy. And if this Nine of Pentacles is another person for you, it's almost like for some of you, this person may be younger than you if they're this feminine energy, because now we have the Empress coming out with this Seven of Swords. For some of you, because we have the Empress, the Nine of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Some of you feel like if this is another person, that you sabotaged whatever you had with them, and it's causing you some anxiety, because for some of you feel like you made, in a way, like the wrong choice with the Seven of Cups here. But if this is all you, it's like you self-sabotage your own energy, because this Empress energy is attainable, you know, for you. It's here. You're sabotaging this energy within yourself because you're worried about, you know, what other people are gonna think about the choices that you're making for yourself. But the Nine of Pentacles is the minor to the major, which is the Empress card. So for some of you, you may have self-sabotaged the connection by, you know, having, you know, exploring your options, you know, not making a choice or decision. And there is like some stress and anxiety behind that. What's at the bottom? Yeah. Because some of you are wondering if you invested in the right thing. For some of you, you chose to invest in, you know, physical things with the Page of Pentacles here, or the Seven of Pentacles. And I don't know why I said page, with the Seven of Pentacles. But you weren't, you know, and seeing that as this King of Cups, maybe you should have invested, you know, where your heart is pulling you to go. And some of you are now thinking like you need to invest in, you know, your own heart's desire. What is your heart telling you to do? What is this Ten of Swords? Ten of Swords. So we have the Four of Cups. So this is an energy of, you know, like what's coming, or what's ending, I should say, with that Ten of Swords is like a feeling of, you know, being emotionally discontent. Because that's what the Four of Cups is. It's almost giving me the energy of like you were worried about other people, but they weren't really worried about you. And with the High Priestess, it's like, you know, intuitively you're feeling like you're feeling this. For some of you, I'm feeling like, you know, the feeling of being an outcast. And for some of you, especially with this High Priestess and the Ace of Swords, you're feeling like, it's almost like some of you are doubting what your intuition is telling you. But this right here, this combination is telling me like your intuition is telling you the truth. Like, and you know that. Because the High Priestess knows. And you know, like, as the Eight of Cups, you need to walk away from it. But some of you just don't want to, you know, face reality of having to walk away from certain people, places, and things with the Two of Swords. It's like you don't want to deal with it. And that's what's blocking you from moving forward as this Six of Swords to the Ace of Swords, or the Ace of Cups, excuse me. Whether it's following your heart, whether it's going toward, you know, where your heart is pulling you, whether that's towards another person, place, or thing, that's what's blocking you. This Two of Swords is like a block from you moving towards your own emotional fulfillment. And then coupled with the Nine of Cups, can't make this up if I try. Some of you are self-sabotaging your own emotional happiness for the sake of others. Because it's almost like for some of you, there's a fear of, you know, being your own person. What's this Nine of Pentacles? Yo, this is, I knew it. The Sun. Yes. The Nine of Pentacles. We got the Sun and the Five of Cups. Which is, like I said, for some of you, it's you, you know, standing in your power. Some of you are afraid to, you know, shine. And for some of you, there's a person, you know, especially coupled with this Nine of Pentacles and this Sun card, who makes you happy. But it's like there's some, you know, some regret almost behind it. And it's almost because, like, there's some regret about, like, not like, you see how that bucket of water is being dumped out? It's almost like there's some regret by not, you know, cups are water, and water represents, you know, the feelings, the emotions. It is the heart space. And for some of you, you know, you regret, it's like you almost poured out the sun if this is another person. And there's some regret behind it. And now they could have, you know, that feminine energy. They could have blocked you if it's another person. Or just cut you out, or establish boundaries, because this is the only card that's, this Nine of Pentacles is the only card that's looking forward, like looking towards the future, where this masculine energy has his eyes closed. And for some of you, if this is all you, it's like you have to learn how to place boundaries. You have to learn how to establish boundaries. And boundaries are not, I always say this, like, they're not for other people, they're for you. They're not for other people, they're for you. Because some of you regret not having boundaries. Or not, you know, establishing boundaries with people, places, and things that were, you know, it's almost like they seemed like they were upright and whole and all of that good stuff. But with this Seven of Swords here, it's like, it was an illusion. I'm gonna look at this King of Pentacles. Tell me about this masculine energy. energy. Yeah, this masculine energy is like trying to avoid hurt. With the Three of Swords. But then with the Two of Cups, it's like... It's almost like this masculine is trying to avoid, like, how can I put it? Like, facing themselves with the Two of Cups. But also, like, I'm getting like there's a fear of abandonment. But it's not real with the Five of Swords. It's an illusion. But they're also like, this Five of Swords is like an energy of like needing to win at all costs. So instead of, you know, it's like, it's almost like the only way I can explain it is like a need to have like multiple people, places, and things instead of, you know, just focusing on one thing. For some of these masculines, if they're in a relationship or, you know, in a connection with someone, it's almost like they're trying to avoid like a breakup. They don't want to like cause heartache or pain, or they're trying to save themselves from, you know, the heartache and pain of a breakup. For some of you, not all of you. But they're not following their heart, because from the 10 to the 2, or the 3 to the 2 is the Ace of Cups. This is Three of Cups. Because, I mean, there could be a third-party situation going on. I'm not going to say, like, that's not here, because it is here. We have a King of Pentacles, an Empress, and the Nine of Pentacles, which is another person as well. And what it feels like to me is, if it is a third party, and it doesn't have to be romantic, this could be a boss. This could be going on between a boss and co-workers, a mother and their kids, whatever. There is almost like an air of, there's some manipulation tied to this Empress. There's some type of deception going on in regards to an Empress, which is just like, it could be a parental figure, it could be someone who is a mother or a father. The gender doesn't matter, it's just the energy. But they're tied to the Seven of Swords. And this masculine energy over here. This energy is separate. But it's almost like there's some regret, or, you know, I almost feel like anguish over choosing this person, and now they don't know how to, you know, it's like they've got so rooted and invested in this dynamic with this person, they're like trying to shield, you know, it's like trying to protect them and this person from any type of hurt if they were to separate. But let's see what this Three of Cups is, and then I'll grab the guidance or advice. Yo, you cannot make this shit up. What did I said? From the Three of Cups to the Two of Cups is what? The Ace of Cups. Give me one more. Yeah. And it's like, yo, this masculine is ready to like explore something new. There's a, there's a new connection, or, you know, something else that's trying to come in for this masculine. There's a need, like there's a need or a want, or even like some type of message or inspiration. Like, even if this masculine is like just, yeah, they're ready to go towards their happiness, but it's like they need the, like, it's almost like there's a lack of courage here to do this, because there is a whole nother connection with this Two of Cups that this masculine is like almost needing to go towards as this Page of Wands. And then we have the Nine of Cups. Wow. Wow. Let's see. Guidance or advice. So it's like almost like the, to, you know, sum it up, this energy may have worked like in the past, you know, trying to, you know, like balance it out and, you know, satisfy, you know, all involved. But I mean, technically it's not realistic. If you're, what you want, how can I put it? If what you want is causing you to fall out of alignment, or I'll say by following your heart is causing you to fall out of alignment with, you know, the people and places and things that you're familiar with, there's a reason why. There's a reason. Because this energy over here too, it does feel like this masculine energy is like wanting a reconciliation with the Three of Cups here. But there needs to be, or there, you know, it's, I'm not even gonna say needs to be, there's something, there's another connection that needs to, you know, be ended first. In order to have this. Because there's just a lot of mental confusion and anguish going on up here with this Seven of Swords, that Empress energy. So what's the guidance or advice? As it pertains to this energy spread. Yo, you can't make this up. Truth. Yeah, truth. And up under that we have hope. What's the guidance or advice? Truth or guidance guidance or advice. Give me one more, please. Alright, so we have free spirit. So some of you are needing to like set yourself free from this. Set yourself free. Like, and that the truth comes, or freedom comes by way of your truth. And for some of you, you're going to have to speak it and through the heart. These are the only two aces that are out here. The Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. But you're needing to, you know, some of you are like wanting to, you know, be this free spirit. Feeling free enough to be yourself with no regrets. This is this energy right here. Nine of Pentacles, the Sun, and the Five of Cups. Don't feel, you know, bad about wanting to do what is right for you, regardless of what other people think, regardless of what other people may say, how they may take it. It's not that if they take it in a negative way by you just being yourself, they're not for you. That's their own issue that they need to deal with. But that's how you're going to come into this place of peace and open up to the, you know, to the miracles and what it is to, you know, step into your power. And you have to just move forward and you know, have hope and faith. For some of you, this hope is giving me like the star energy. So there is someone, you know, this masculine energy is wanting to move towards. In this energy. And don't feel like the masculine. You do have, you know, for any masculine energies out there, you do have support behind you. There is support, you know, available to you. So don't feel like if you make this decision that you're just going to be out here, you know, alone. And whether you're, you know, a male masculine or a feminine masculine, you're being supported. Some of you just don't see that support because you're too worried about being hurt or hurting others. And it's like, if people truly and genuinely love you, you doing what's best for you will not hurt them. What may hurt is that, you know, the support that you feel should be coming from these people are coming by way of a different form. And like, you know, it's making me feel like, you know, how can I put it? Like, the people who you feel and think are supposed to support you because you've been around them for however long, or, you know, you've created like this sense of family, those are normally the people that hurt you the most. But it's so that you can learn like how to be your own person. And listen, I'm speaking from experience. This is like, I've been there. And it's like they say, the ones you think will, won't. And the ones that you think won't, will. And it's all in just an energy of not feeling supported. And again, like even looking at this Seven of Cups, you may have put in time, energy, effort, emotions with a group of people that, you know, now you're feeling on the outside of. And now, like I said, whether this is a boss, a friend, a partner, whoever it is, you know, it happens. But it's all so that you can learn how to be your authentic self, stand in your power, stand in your truth with no regrets. It's so really basically so that you choose yourself. That's what it is. So that you choose yourself and be okay with that. And if they're, you know, if you're separating from whoever or whatever, if they're meant to be, they'll come back. But you don't ever sacrifice your happiness. You have to forge your own path. Whether you can see where you're going or not, because that's what's holding a lot of you back, not being able to see what lies ahead if you were to, you know, come out of this dynamic or this energy. But guess what's on the other side? Peace. This relaxation. No more conflict. No more conflict of this, and this conflict feels like inner conflict. You'll be putting that to rest. This constant battle within yourself. And it's not like for some of you, you feel that, like I said, you may feel like, you know, you've come this far, why do something different? But it's to teach you boundaries as this Queen of Swords. And you obtain that free spirit energy as this Knight of Wands and step into your power as this Emperor. Yes, I love it. This reading couldn't have went any better. I love it. I love it. So that is the weekend vibe reading. As always, I thank you guys for choosing. Look at, there's obviously a choice here that needs to be made. But for tuning in with me, definitely sending love and light out to you all. Hope everyone has, you know, a safe and prosperous weekend. And I will see you guys on the next one. All right, later.